All right, as promised, here we go. The rear seats. Now, I'm not sure if I would do it as I am now with camera on head, or whether I should set the camera up and do it on a tripod. Oh, that's my old name, tripod. So let's just have a look underneath, shall we? You can hear it. Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can sure as hell hear it. Well, fortunately, no creatures actually living in this, but do you really think that maybe I could restore this, couldn't I? I mean, look at it. It's got some good rubber. My God, look at this. Oh boy, is this going to make a mess when I take it apart. All right, so that's the base, and we obviously have to get these clips off. Now let's have a look at this one. This is the back of the a good old armrest. That will have to be done as a separate piece. I haven't got a clue how that comes apart, so that'll be interesting. I know that the company that puts these together said leave this attached, and what I think they mean by that is the mechanism rather than everything that's attached to it. So let's have a look. Oh my. Good God. Yeah, this is definitely getting off to the powder coaters after I've stripped it down. And more sponge that doesn't seem to have stood the test of time. Wow! Jesus Christ! Look at that. Whoa! How about this side? Yeah, just the same. Look at that. All right. Oh, somebody tried to do a few bulge repairs here. Now that'll come out. Good God. Wow. Oh, geez, yeah, look at that. More stuff for the trash. Ah, man, oh, man. Well, I guess we'll get started onto this. I'm sorry, I'm just being a prick. Oh, how unusual, me, a prick. Someone yesterday actually called me an angel because I fixed his car. Yeah. I may be one of Satan's chosen, but I sure as hell don't think I'm an angel. But I like the compliment, and I take it in the good faith in which it was given. But I never quite see myself as an angel. Oh dear. All right, let me get some tools, and we'll start ripping these apart. Right, grabbing my weapons of choice. My little snap-on set here. Probably the right angled one will be the best, although its tip looks rather bent. Let me see if I can sort that out first. No point in trying to do things with a bent tip. Tip. Yeah, the tip broke off, but who cares? Doesn't matter. It's still got a nice point. We will see. Yeah, okay, so that one was already sticking out, so I cheated. That's what you do. Maybe I should just grab the straight one. What do you think? See, all right. So anyway, you get the idea here. I'm not going to make you watch me do every clip. Why? Well, because I'm sure you would be fast forwarding, and that's no good. But you get the idea how these clips have to come out. they're a pain in the ass, they really are, but then again, you know, it's not meant to be disassembled, taken apart. I mean, they're there to hold the seat in position, and that's an imposition. So let's see if we can just get one more off. And this one is actually fighting me all the way. There we go. Oh, look, yeah, it's going to chew up the leather. Well, that's hardly a surprise, is it, when you consider how many years this has been sitting there and how many bums have been on it. So, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go around, I'm going to take all the clips off, and what I'll do is I'll come back when all the clips are off and we're about to peel it back. Otherwise, you're going to be bored out of your skull. Bored out of your tiny little minds, just like my tiny little mind. Okay, back in a moment. All right, I think I have now got every clip out. So let's see what happens when we try and take this apart. It's, as you can see, in a pretty piss poor state. Appears to be like some kind of double layer here. Now, the only reason I'm taking this apart like this, as I mentioned in my previous video, was because of you guys who may want to preserve your leather. My leather is beyond preserving, as you can see. So we just gotta untuck everything. Untuck it. Sounds like a place. Untuck it. Yeah, and this is, as I mentioned, all going to go off to the powder coaters. And yeah, the vinyl's okay, but the leather has just dried out so badly. As you can see, it's just... look, there's always one. I left a clip in. Gosh darn. Let me see if I can get that mother out of there. Oh, don't you try and do that to me again, you bastards. Yeah, don't worry, I know you. You try and get me. The trouble is, sometimes you need to put your hand in the way of the problem. There we go. There we go. That's it, got that one off. Yeah, and this leather is just giving up the ghost, quite literally. Okay, what do we got here? Well, I need a bit of a clean up here, boys. Extra layers of some kind of cloth. Yeah, it's all got to come off before I send it to the powder coaters. They probably charge me extra. Okay. This is not good. All right, there we go. Oh boy. Wow, there is the rear seat frame. Pretty bad, huh? Well, actually, it's not bad. It's not. It's got some bit of surface rust on it, but that's, you know, absolutely nothing to even give a second thought about. So that is going to go off to the powder coaters. Probably do that in a day or so. And I think it's safe to say, I'll get these last little pieces off, that this seat, yeah, there is really nothing there that I need to keep. So we'll take this, and unfortunately put it in the trash and wave it goodbye. I did actually keep a piece, and let me show you guys what I've done here. I'm keeping a book, you know, which has got some of the original photographs and the cylinder head stuff, but this here, this is the page that I'm, well, it's not the page, it's not the only page. These were labels that I found underneath the front seats and the original material and the sacking. And when I did the wiper motor, it was an OEM part, so NOS, you know, OEM, NOS, FUCK. So I put it in the book here. I'm sure that when I'm dead and gone, somebody will find this interesting, and if they don't, well, that's too fucking bad, and I really won't care because I'll be dead. But I'm just trying to, you know, catalogue some of the stuff that I did all those years ago. All those years ago. Hey, George Harrison. September '88, these pictures. So that tells you how long I've been working on this mofo. And one day I will finish it, and hopefully that's before I die. So there you go. All right, next one. We will start taking this one apart. Let me have a quick look while we're actually here. Yep, same thing with the clips. I'm going to take the clips off. Once I do have all the clips off, and particularly here, this is going to be of interest. In that, hear it? Yeah, that cloth has had it. But this is going to be of particular interest, of course, because this is where the armrest is. The rest of this stuff, pretty basic, simple stuff, and yeah. So let me get the clips off of this. Get this piece off here, then I'll kind of do a reveal, and we'll see what's there, and I'll show you how it all comes apart. I don't know yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Okay, back in a moment. Okay, thought I'd bring you along for the big reveal. I have no clue what's behind here, so let's all find out together, shall we? Okay, it's just a piece of vinyl put on backwards so that the shiny surface appears through. And looking at this, we've just got to unbolt along here to remove the armrest, and then we got to get the rest of these clips off. Then that whole seat front cover should come off. So, let me see if I can find out what kind of size that is. I don't think it's a 1/2 inch. It might be something like a 5/16. What do you think? 7/16. I'm sure it's not going to be half. I'm going to gamble with 7/16. Okay. How many dollars are you willing to bet me? Bingo. Damn, I'm good. If I was any better, I'd be really good. So, looks like that's what we need to do. Oh, hang on, they may be nuts and bolts as opposed to captive. Let me see. Yep, they're nuts and bolts, guys, so be aware of that. It's a nut and a bolt. Kind of strange. I would have thought that would have been a captive one, but... Okay, so there we got that. And we can get that washer off. Then obviously what we're going to have to do is lift the seat back up and tilt the arm forward so that we can take this off, and then we can start taking that apart. Now I will put this back on prior to going to the trimmers. Oh, that one came out. That was good. Don't lose your washer. And this one, yeah, this might come out. Let me see. Ooh, my toes is getting burnt. It's still quite warm here in sunny Arizona. Here we are in November, what is it, November 4th today. Hey, erection time. Well, the candidates are both claiming they won. Doesn't really matter. whilst I did vote, I really don't think my vote makes a great deal of difference. But there you go. That's half of the fun, isn't it? And whoever wins, they'll blame the other guy. And then they'll claim it was a false vote. And yeah, it's pathetic. Unfortunately, although I did vote for Mr. Trump, I must say, some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth I really could smack him for, but I'm very much with him on telling China to go fuck themselves and illegal immigrants to bugger off back to where you came from and come in legally. I did it, see no reason they can't. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Doesn't happen to be yours, I'm sure, but each to their own. I have my opinion, you have yours. You're wrong and I'm right. Alright, so just now need to tip that up to get that armrest. Oh no, I've got to undo those clips first before I even attempt to do that. So let me gather all of these up, get them out of the way. Alright, let me get those clips off and then we'll... God damn it, Muskie, there's more bolts here. I'll get those done, get those bolts out, get those clips off, and then we'll be back. Okay, I think I've got all the clips off, though don't quote me on that. We still don't know who our new president is, and quite frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I voted for Trump, but it doesn't make any difference. What happens, happens. Nothing I can do about it. So, let's see what we've got here. There are more important things than the election, and that's fixing my Mark II and getting it ready for the road. More important than any fucking election. And who's the president, prime minister, who gives a shit? Hey Boris, you're going to help me fix my car? No. Donald, you're going to help me fix my car? No. How about you, Mr. Biden? No, you're not going to help me either. Well, what a fucking surprise. Nobody's going to help me. I've got to do it all myself, as always. So here we go. Ooh, just look at that crap. Man, oh man. Ooh, things are stuck. Look at it all. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, light my fire. Ooh, man, that's stuck. I guess they glued that there. I'm just going to try and tear that off with my finger. Oh, it's like finding a virgin. God, I haven't done that in years. Took a few in my time. Only with their consent. Oh man, look at this. Yuck. Messy, huh? Yeah, I'll give this a bit of a clean up with a wire brush before we send it off to the powder coaters. Mr. Dakota. So, when you're taking your seats apart and they don't look as bad as this, count your chickens. No, I didn't say choke your chicken. I said count your chicken. Although, don't let me stop you choking your chicken. It's good fun. Now let's unhook that. Okay, that all seems to be glued across the top there. Doesn't seem to be any clips, and I'm assuming that is because that top edge shows, so they glued it on the top there. Hopefully you're seeing this. Just a little bit of adjustment. Cool. All right, let's spin up. Okay. Cool. Some of this glue's tough. Surprise, surprise. Well, I am surprised that that is holding. Unless, of course, it's been restuck by somebody, which is always a distinct possibility. Ooh. Yeah, that's been restuck. Yeah, that's what happened there. I need to get a knife on this, I think, maybe. Oh, not. Let's see. Oh, no, I've got a big enough piece I can pull it. No, and I'm not talking about the chicken. Pull it. You see, you get educated when you're on my channel, even if you don't want to be. Sometimes you're not educated in the right direction. Fight, college, fight. What was that from? Fight, college, fight. The movie If, with Malcolm McDowell. And they're on the rugby field, and I think it was the nurse was screaming, fight, college, fight. That was a good movie. I love that movie. Especially because they went roaring off on a BSA motorcycle. Privileged little schoolboys. Whew. Okay. Oh man, this is terrible. I'll tell you what, guys, I struggle separating this motherfucker. There we go. I was kind of hoping just to pull out the armrest with it. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's bring that armrest back in. Actually, no, let's not. Let's take the nut and bolt out. And the second one falls out. Let me find that bolt. Oh God, it's disappeared inside there. Oh. All right, let's move this out of the way. All right, so this is the back seat frame. As you can see, some chunks of shit got stuck to it. So I wanted to get those off. Again, before I send it to the powder coater. My God, look at this. What a mess, huh? What a mess. And you'd have to live in my area, but the powder coat guy I use is called Section 8. And it's not far from Queen Creek, not far from Phoenix. He does excellent work, fair prices. So, all right, let me see now. Where did I lose that nut? Oh, there it is. Ooh, look at that. I was lucky to find that. All right, so let's move that to the side. Let's double check here. I don't think there's anything I need. This can go in the trash now. Sad though it may be. Look at it. Just look at it. Well, what do you expect? It's, what was it, 1964? So that is, shit, what is that? 30, 56 years old, if my math is correct. And sometimes it isn't because I'm doing it in my head and my head's not very good. And look, people have tried to help it by putting padding in. Okay, so let's fold this up. Whew. Jeez, kebab. And look at the mess. There you go, guys. That's the kind of mess you can expect. I'm sorry, my tongue's not working with my teeth and my brain. My brain's gone on vacation. All right, next thing, let's get that arm apart. Give me a second. All right, having poured myself a large gin and tonic, as prescribed by my dog Teddy, we can now move on to this arm. Grabbing one's trusty snap-on screwdriver, or whatever. I happen to like snap-on, I can't help it. So let's unscrew. And I'm sure you're all aware that's the difference between a light bulb and a woman. You can always unscrew a light bulb. Although I prefer to screw a woman rather than a light bulb. And talking of that, did you hear about the glowworm? Climbed into a power outlet. He was delighted. Oh boy, I got a million of them. Unfortunately for you. I wonder what that screw is for in the middle there. There's a C. It is for nothing. How very strange. Does nothing. Okay. Put this to one side. Flip them over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip this down. And then put these hinge and brackets back on. Hinge and bracket, my God. Now I'm reminding myself of an old English program. I think it was, geez, I don't know what it was called now, but I know hinge and bracket were in it. And there were two guys, I think, dressed up as old ladies. Or two very ugly old ladies, I'm never sure which. When you're young, you don't pay that much attention, do you? Little did I know, all these lovely women that wanted my body. And I didn't know because I was young and stupid. Alright. There we go. So, what now? Nails, nails. Well, let me see, I guess. Next thing will be to pull that out. Yeah, because you've got to... I guess you undo this. Thusly. Okay. And then another piece. Oh, that looks broken. Okay, here we go. Just pry this up. And remember, I'm only doing this for you guys, because I'm not going to put this back together. Someone else is. Someone else's baby. And then we'll push those nails out before I send it off. Not quite sure why that piece is there. Another piece off. This piece off. Ah, look. All right. So we've got nails along here now. I very much doubt that will. As I was about to say, I very much doubt they'll come out. But of course, as I said that, they do. Except for the last one. But of course. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. And why am I doing all this? Apart from doing it for you guys. A, I'm curious. B, I'm hoping it's going to save me $1 or $2 because I've already done it. Because I'm going to have to pay someone to do shit that's easy. Right, there we go. Oh, I see. And now I've got to come along here, along the side. Okay, look at that. And by the way, guys, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Can't say I've ever taken one of these apart, and I'm sure you haven't either. Right. So does that just pull out? Don't know is the answer to that. Alright, so let's see. Do do pay close attention. So that should you just be redoing the interior yourselves, you will at least know how to do it. You can't blame me. Ah, okay, so they need to come out too. This must have taken them fucking ages in the factory. And here's the original piece of wood. Looks kind of, maybe it's like a piece of mahogany, maybe? Hard to tell. Okay, so now... Okay, there's a nail there. At least there was. And there's one there. Right. Now, can I get them out of the way so I don't hurt myself on these damn things? And I'm sorry if you guys aren't getting a particularly good view. And that's about it. I'm sorry. Alright, come on. And this is keeping me from my gin and tonic, which is never good. I'd love to say it's, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning, that's my gin and tonic, but it's not. It's probably about 3 o'clock, I would imagine, in the afternoon. So I'm late with my gin and tonics. What do you mean you're already 7 in? Maybe. Nah, not 7. Certainly a couple. Really, I'm only doing this so that I don't hurt myself. I've got a feeling I now probably just pull this off, but I do not know. So you and I are going to learn together. Whilst you watch me. Fiddly biddly dee. Oh gosh, I really should get a pair of pliers, shouldn't I? Give me 1 second, guys. Actually, let's do it with my little lively side cutters. But first, oh bliss, that's nice. Right, so now we can grab these and just push them out. They come off when you want them to, huh? These are nice little tacks. Tacks. Da, 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 da. Come on, here we go. Somebody just bit me. It was you, wasn't it, you little fucker? Talking of being attacked, the other day I was cleaning, actually the seat panels, I was cleaning them up on a wire brush on an electric motor. Eyes protected, face mask on, being a very good boy. However, my fingers weren't protected, so from there to there the skin was removed. Believe me, that's smarts. But, hey, what the hell, you just carry on, you don't even think about it really. I just went, oh darn, and that was it. Wife sees it, oh my God, what's happened to you? Who hurt my baby? Okay, in my dreams. All she says is stupid ass. What's the matter with you? Got no brains? And of course she's right. I don't have any brains. Otherwise I wouldn't be restoring a Jaguar Mark II. Right. So, ooh, look at that. Peeling it back like a foreskin. Or even a 5-skin. Because most Americans don't have foreskins, unlike us Brits. Now, will it just pull off? I very much doubt it. No, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? So, what do I need to do to get this mofo off of here? That's kind of tucked in a groove. It's in the groove, and there's another nail there. So it doesn't want to come off just like Take yourself a brownie point if you know who said just like that. And you probably have to be English. So, what do you think? What do you think, guys? How do you think this comes apart? I mean, there's got to be nails in there. Do we need to just pull this? And I can't believe that just pulls off of there. Really? Does it? Maybe it does. Yeah, I think it does. It's kind of forced in there with the... okay, ignoring that nail that was there that I didn't see. Why didn't I see it? Well, because it's kind of fucking hidden. Bastards. Come on. There we go. That means there's probably one on the other side in the same place. Okay, it would appear this piping is the key. Yes, it is. The piping is the key. Look at that. Behind the piping are nails. Hopefully you're seeing that. There are nails behind this piping. So what you have to do is pull the piping out. Okay, in my case, this side has kind of pulled out some the material as well. So there you go. Now you know how this little mofo comes apart. We're almost done. Hopefully you will find this of use if you're recovering your seat yourself. As I said, I'm not doing mine. I could. Ooh, geez, look at that. Hey, guys, oh dear. I wonder. This vehicle lived in Saudi Arabia. Wonder if that's Saudi Arabian sand. I wonder. I've got Saudi Arabia that's been to England and then brought to America. Some of the gin and tonics that makes me talk funny. When I've had lots of gin and tonic, I say things like, I'm not as drunk or deep as keep or pink I am. Oh gosh, I learnt that one many, many years ago when I was in the computer industry and we were in contact with some guys down in Basingstoke we were linked to. I can't remember why. And it was late at night and we were bantering. And that's what came back over the teletype. I'm not as drunk or deep as keep or pink I am. And I've remembered it to this day. Thank you, whoever it was that sent that. Highly amusing. Please feel free to use it on your friends. I'm not as drunk or deep as Keeple Pink I am. Those are the good old days. And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Oh, yeah, look at this. What a mess. So do I go here to get it off? Expect so. Certainly looks that way. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly at the end of the video. Okay, that's that piece released. Ah, look at that. There we go. Okay. Then the only thing to do now is to get that out of there. Come on, baby. There we go. Pull that off. And then remove these last two pieces. And that is the rear seat stripped. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show you it put back together because I won't be doing it. But I will send them. Yep, they're going to replace that, even if they don't want to. This piece of wood, because I'm sure they need that. I'll just give it a bit of a clean up. Look at that. Put these brackets back on. So it looks like the order was that piece. I'll take the nails out of that too. Then that piece. Then that piece. Then that piece. Wow. That's a lot of construction. Back in the factory, that was a lot of construction. But I bet those guys rattled them out like there was no tomorrow. There's no labels here, unfortunately, so I've got nothing to take and put in my book. But there you go. There's a bit of a number there, but you can see how they were constructed back in the 60s. They had part numbers on. That looks like a 63069, something like that. I'm not really sure. There you go, guys. That piece could probably be restored. However, I'm replacing the whole kit and caboodle. Yeah, that's probably a piece of mahogany. Nice. Yeah, you didn't want anything that would warp. You want something tough. And that was probably it. All right, there you go, guys. That is now the total destruction of the rear seats. Those are the two frames there that are going to be... I'll go over that with a wire brush and get that foam off and take it down to the powder coaters. The brackets there, I will powder coat those myself before I send them off. They shouldn't be difficult to do. So I'll give those a quick powder coat, a blast and a powder coat. They should be good to go. Still not sure why. Oh, is that screw there is that a stop? Yeah, maybe it's a stop so that when you bring the, there it is, yeah. So when you bring the arm fully forward, it rests on that screw there as a stop. Okay, so there you go. You see, it did have a purpose. Couldn't believe Mr. Sir William would put it on there without a purpose. That's not the kind of guy he was. Yes, Sir William. Good night, my friend. All right. Okay, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please do like, subscribe, comment, give me a thumbs up. Any questions? I'm more than happy to answer them if I can. I may not get to it immediately, but I will get to it. And particularly if you send it to me in the email at star-garage@gmail.com. And yes, that is star with 2 R's. All right, guys. And girls. Oh, girls, I love you girls. Where are your pictures, girls? All right. Good night. Get out there in the garage and do something.